transformation executed by unprecedented precision, a diabolical athlete.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of ECW Unstoppable. And we are kicking off with the women's champion, Rhea Ripley, with a microphone in her hand. And breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, due to a broken nose, Rhea Ripley is relinquishing the women's championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're already starting off with breaking news on the Go Home show to an exciting Hardcore Heaven. Rhea Ripley vacating the women's championship. But it's time for our first contest here tonight. And it is a big one, a number one contendership.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match. And at a combined weight of 486 pounds, Joe Coffey and Mark Coffey
Because at Hardcore Heaven, the Fatus, Jacob, and Zilla won the ECW Tag Team titles in an exciting triple threat ladder match. And so next week, they will defend the titles against either Gallus or their opponents here tonight in this opening contest of Unstoppable. And if you haven't already, check out Hardcore Heaven. It was a huge pay-per-view on Twitch. And here is Gallus's tag team opponents. It is going to be former ECW tag team champions Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys.
And at a combined weight of 461 pounds, Jeff Harvey and Matt Harvey. Team Hardcore.
Team Extreme coming down to the ring to try and get themselves a number one contendership for the tag team titles. The winners, of course, will face the Fatus next week on Unstoppable. Also, later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we see a huge fatal four-way where the winner will face Jon Moxley at Summer Survival. It is Samoa Joe versus Captain Carter versus AJ Styles versus CM Punk. That is our main event on tonight's Unstoppable. But it's time to kick off Tornado Tag action. It's underway. The Hardys and Gallus winner takes on the Fatus for the tag team titles. And I'm just getting word from the ECW committee that since Rhea Ripley relinquished her title, there will be 2 fatal 4-ways next week as well to determine who will fight at Summer Survival for the vacant ECW Women's Championship. So huge stakes next week for the women's division and the tag division as Matt Hardy go for cover. Mark Hoffman kicks out at 1. Jeff Hardy, what's he looking for here? Big drop kick into the corner. And both Mark and Jeff swing and a miss, and Jeff gets the upper hand. Jeff Hardy, look at this. Big moonsault to the outside. Matt Hardy going for a running start in the corner. Joe Coffey able to break it up with an elbow. Now look at this. Oh, beautiful athleticism by Joe Coffey, the bigger man over Matt Hardy. Now it's a 2-on-1 assault, but here comes Mark Coffey with a kendo stick to break up the pinfall. And a big clothesline to Jeff. Spanish fly by Jeff Hardy, showing that he still has what it takes. As Jeff Hardy thinking twist of fate connects, and the cover on Joe Coffey. Is that enough? And it is. The Hardys make light work of Gallus here tonight.
Here are your winners, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Team Hardcore.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, the Hardys will now take on the Fatus next week for the ECW Tag Team Championships. Going to be an episode not to miss. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right underway with our next contest.
The candles I lit now burn my hands. Whispers wear familiar voices, but their words taste of venom. Behind hollow smiles, I see the horns curl. The serpent is stirring, called by a treachery's kiss. The devil doesn't knock. He's already inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we still live? Not sure what happened there. We were supposed to get on to our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, but I think someone interrupted our program. But nonetheless, we have more tag team action here tonight. It's AOP, Ackerman, Razor. I'm a little disturbed.
Is a tag team Extreme Rules match. And at a combined weight of 620 pounds, Anchor and Result, authors of pain.
But nonetheless, authors of pain coming down to the ring, looking to destroy their opponents here tonight. We already saw the Hardys become #1 contenders. Authors of Pain looking to do the same. But they've got to do it the hard way by beating any team that comes into their path. And their opponents here tonight, without the ring general, it is Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. of Imperium. Last time we saw them, they lost a triple threat number 1 contenders match to the Fatus.
And at a combined weight of 440 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, Imperium!
Serious looks on Kaiser and Vinci's faces as they look to get the job done here tonight. Of course, both tag teams have one goal in mind, and that's those tag team titles now that they are on the Unstoppable. So here we go, AOP versus Imperium in our next contest. AOP looking to throw the opponents away to kick off the matchup, showing off the brute strength that AOP has. Oh, but Vinci rolling him up. A reversal and Kaiser breaks it up. Kendo stick in hand by Razor. Oh, and breaking the kendo stick over the leg of Kaiser. Oh, and miscommunication there. Vinci taking out both Kaiser and Akam. I don't think Kaiser realized, or excuse me, what Vinci realized what he did. Might have to talk about it in the back. And Kaiser in the ring. Kaiser dropping him down to the mat. The sacred mat of Imperium. He was thinking submission there. STO. And Imperium trying to regroup here. But here comes AOP meeting him on the outside. Tossing Vinci onto the ground. That is not a soft mat, ladies and gentlemen, to be thrown around like. Asking you shall receive. Here's the tables. As Kaiser just gets it thrown onto him. Now looking for a much manual weapon. The steel steps getting thrown on Kaiser as well. Just burying him. And Vinci going for a cover. But a kick out of one. Sends Akam off the ropes. Drop down, leapfrog into us. A drop kick there. And Vinci starting to wake up here. Kaiser going high risk. What's he looking for here? Drop kick missing. Able to dodge the trash can from Lazar. Going high risk and misses. Could be a catastrophe for Vinci, but reversing. Oh, wait a minute. Look at Razor. Razor thinking power bomb. But a drop kick by Vinci. Nice ring awareness for Vinci. Realizing he needed to do something quick, Vinci might be going for Michinoku driver. And the cover. Is that enough? And Aiken kicks out at 2. Look at the strength of Kaiser with his own powerbomb. Vinci running at the steel chair like he stole it. Just to beat down Aiken some more. And look at this, Kaiser turns Razor inside. Now that's got to be it. And only a 1 count. Just shows how much of a monster AOP is. Frog splash misses. Fans loving it here for Unstoppable's tag team division. And this might be another powerbomb situation. Oh, instead going for a swirly on Vinci. If Gunther was here, I feel like this would be a whole different ball game. But without him, Imperium's starting to struggle. There's chaos around the ring. Weapons galore. Looks like a rummage sale is happening in front of our announcer's table. And Aika might be going for the finish here. Burning hammer connects and the cover. 1, 2, and AOP pick up the victory.
Here are your winners, Aika and the authors of Pain.
And a big convincing victory for AOP here tonight as they take out Imperium. Oh, wait a minute. Seth Rollins attacking Ricochet in the parking lot. Ricochet trying to fight back. And what is this? Seth Rollins we haven't seen in quite some time. Ricochet again fighting back. But Rollins sends him head first into that crate. Oh, I'm going to drive him back first. We have not seen former ECW World Champion Seth Rollins in quite some time. After he was the last pick in the draft. And now Seth Rollins, what is this? Falcon Arrow on to the concrete floor. Discus forearm connects and Rollins is not done. Again with the kendo stick to Ricochet. Not sure what he has to do about it. But I don't think Seth Rollins is very happy at all. As again into that crate. And Rollins screaming something. I can't quite understand what he said. But again into that crate. Oh, Ricochet reversing. Seth Rollins might have been looking for a powerbomb. And an enziguri. Oh, but Rollins kicks him. Where's security when you need it? Throws him into the garage door again. And Ricochet trying to fight back, but Seth Rollins too powerful for him. Oh, face first in that kendo stick. And Rollins not done. Steel chair in hand. Ricochet fighting back. But an enziguri by Rollins. Again, you're not going to be able to beat the former champion up. Sends the chair face first into the face of Ricochet. Oh, Rollins, big forearm. Uh-oh, Rollins thinking pedigree. And no, not the stomp. Seth Rollins with a curb stomp onto the chair and the concrete. Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here on Unstoppable. It is a fatal four-way #1 contenders match for Jon Moxley's ECW Unstoppable World Championship.
Fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, Sam Joe.
And coming out first, Samoa Joe. We saw him a couple weeks ago defeat Adrian the Destroyer in convincing fashion, earning himself a spot in this matchup here tonight. And here comes the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And his opponents, first from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Last time we saw AJ Styles, he lost to Oba Femi in a back and forth contest. Looking to show why he is the true phenomenal one here tonight by bouncing back and winning this fatal four-way to get him right into the driver's seat of the World Championship picture.
And from Evansville, Indiana, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Captain Carter!
And Captain Carter, a week after his ECW World Championship match, he was unsuccessful. Has another opportunity to bring himself back into the #1 contendership picture by winning this fatal four-way as the true underdog here tonight. Wanting some revenge on Jon Moxley, but he's not the only one. As here comes the man who I think is the favorite going into this matchup, the self-proclaimed best in the world, CM Punk.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And I believe CM Punk is making his debut here tonight for Unstoppable. Of course, a former ECW World Champion in his own right. I guess this earning himself this #1 contendership fatal four-way matchup. But all four men must earn their shot here tonight by winning this fatal four-way and marking their territory for summer survival against Jon Moxley. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Main event time. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Captain Carter, and CM Punk. 4 men, 1 winner. who will go on to face Jon Moxley at Summer Survival. AJ Styles and CM Punk in a nasty landing for CM Punk there. And Samoa Joe and Captain Carter going at it. That's Jones suplex in the bridge. Captain Carter. And showing how much of a rookie he is. He wasn't sure whether to break up the pin or not. That's that youth awareness of Carter. He takes it to the sky. Beautiful moonsault. Oh, and CM Punk going for a lariat. Doesn't quite get all of it, but enough to knock down AJ. And Captain Carter showing he's not scared either, going after everyone in this contest. Getting a feel for his opponents. As CM Punk throws him onto the ropes and a big scoop slam. And Samoa Joe and AJ Styles renewing their rivalry from the good old TNA days. They're going on the outside. CM Punk and Carter as well. Belly to back suplex to Carter. Carter looking to get one more chance at Jon Moxley after Hardcore Heaven, which he lost in pretty convincing fashion for Moxley. As AJ hits a nice neckbreaker there. CM Punk maybe want to go to sleep early, but AJ taunting him. Oh, dropkick by CM Punk. A dream match right here. CM Punk and AJ Styles. Of course, everybody overlooking Captain Carter, who's on the other side of the ring. Nice neckbreaker there by AJ. Into the link of this triple threat here. Captain Carter and CM Punk and double teaming AJ Styles here. Oh, but AJ popping up, scaring both CM Punk and Carter. Big close on there by AJ. And look at this inside the ring, Samoa Joe and Captain Carter. Send him into the corner. Here comes AJ and Punk running after. Scoop slam and a German suplex. Let's see him Punk here. I don't know, but German suplex might have just hit the ladder as well. And a lariat by Joe. Styles, and here comes Captain Carter and CM Punk Hurricanrana by Carter. Oh, roll up by Joe. Carter coming into the ring to break it up. And all four men back in the ring. Referee might have taken a bump there. As Joe going for a Rikishi driver. Samoan driver connects on Carter, he pops right back up. And a Uranagi on the chair. Oh, CM Punk thinking Anaconda device on Samoa Joe. And both Captain Carter and Joe getting out of the submission there. AJ Styles setting up a table. Captain Carter's got Joe in the ring. To the corner, at least he's trying to before CM Punk stopped his momentum. Oh, CM Punk catches Carter, thinking go to sleep. And Joe going for the coquina clutch. Referee's got the pinfall. And CM Punk picks up the victory.
Here is your winner,
might have been a little controversial there, as AJ Styles might have just tapped to Joe's Coquina Clutch, but the referee was looking at CM Punk in the pinfall victory. But the referee acknowledging CM Punk as the winner and the #1 contender for Jon Moxley's ECW World Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to get some explanation from the ECW committee come next week. Thank you all for watching, and as always, have a good night.